There are 5 skilled trade careers right now where the demand for workers is so far ahead of supply that contractors, utilities, and employers are doing something they've almost never do. They are lowering their bar to get people in the door, hiring with no experience, paying to train people from scratch because they have no choice. Today I'm counting down 5 skilled trades facing the most severe labor shortages in 2026. Look, a labor shortage is not just a problem for employers. For the persons willing to step up, it's an opportunity. When an industry is desperate for workers, it pays more, it trains faster, it promotes quicker, and it gives opportunities to people who would normally have to wait years to prove themselves. I've been in the trades for 30 years. I've run my own business for 16 years, and I can tell you the shortage situation in the trades right now is unlike anything I've seen in my entire career. These 5 careers are where that shortage is most severe and where the opportunity for a person willing to walk through the door is most real. Number 1 on this countdown is a career where the shortage is so severe that utilities and line contractors are actively recruiting people off the street with nothing but a diploma and a driver's license. Stay with me for that one. Smash the like button and subscribe. All right, let's count it down. Number 5, sheet metal worker, HVAC duct fabrication and industrial ventilation specialist. Starting at number 5, and this one surprises people because most career advice channels never mention it. A sheet metal worker fabricates and installs the duct systems that distribute air through commercial and industrial buildings. They also work on architectural sheet metal, roofing, flashing, gutters, and building envelope systems. It is skilled, precise work, and the shortage is severe. SMACNA, the Sheet Metal and Air Conditioning Contractor National Association, has documented a shortage of over 50,000 sheet metal workers nationally. And here's what's driving it. Every commercial HVAC installation requires ductwork. Every new building needs sheet metal. And the electrification trend driving heat pump adoption across the country is creating a wave of HVAC retrofits, all of which require duct fabrication and installation work. The SMWIA Sheet Metal Workers International Association apprenticeship is a 5-year paid program. It accepts people with no experience. Apprentice wages start at $18 to $26 per hour, depending on the local. The journeyman sheet metal workers in major markets are pulling $42 to $60 per hour with full union benefits. Pay for journeyman sheet metal workers runs $75K to $105K. The foremen and supervisors running the metal crews on large commercial projects are clearing $110 to $140K. This trade is invisible on the mainstream career advice world, and the shortage is real. All right, next up. If you've ever dreamed of financial, location, and time freedom, listen up. My brother Shane created Content Growth Engine, and I'm not just saying this because he's family. I'm a student and a member myself. In just 1 month, I had my first $214 day. By month 4, I had a $445 day. And by month 5, I had a $519 day. And it just keeps building from there. It's a simple, proven system for growing your YouTube channel and earning a full-time income in less than 4 hours a week. No marketing background, no tech skills, just results. Link is in the description and pinned in the comments below. Go check it out and start building your freedom today. Number 4, Boilermaker, pressure vessel and industrial construction specialist. Here's one that almost nobody in the career advice world talks about, and it's one of the most severe labor shortage situations in the entire industrial construction trades. A Boilermaker constructs, installs, and maintains the boiler pressure vessel, heat exchangers, and storage tanks used to power generation, petrochemical, pharmaceutical, and industrial manufacturing facilities. This is precision work, high stakes work, and it pays accordingly. Here's the shortage picture. The International Brotherhood of Boilermakers has documented a workforce crisis driven almost entirely by retirements. The average Boilermaker in the US is in their mid-50s. The industrial construction boom, driven by CHIPS Act, semiconducting buildouts, LNG exports facility construction, and refinery maintenance backlogs. is hitting at exactly the moment the most experienced Boilermakers are walking out the door. The Boilermakers Union apprenticeship accepts people with no experience, a high school diploma, a valid driver's license, and the ability to pass a physical is the baseline. The apprenticeship is a 4-year paid program. Apprentice wages start at $20 to $28 per hour. Journeyman Boilermakers are $38 to $58 per hour with full union benefits. Pay for journeyman Boilermakers run $80K to $120K. The Boilermakers working outages and turnaround projects, the scheduled maintenance shutdowns, and refineries at power plants are regularly clearing $130 to $160K, including overtime and per diem. Most people have never heard of this career. The shortage is as severe as anything on the list. Now, this next one. Number 3, pipe fitters, industrial process piping, and mechanical system specialist. Here's one I've covered before on this channel, and it keeps coming back because the shortage keeps getting worse. A pipe fitter installs and maintains the piping systems that carry steam, chemicals, gases, and process fluids through industrial facilities, refineries, chemical plants, power generation, pharmaceutical manufacturing, semiconductor fabrication plants. Here's the shortage picture. The UA, United Association of Plumbers and Pipe Fitters, has been documenting a pipe fitting shortage that is accelerating sharply. The CHIPS Act semiconductor build-out alone is creating thousands of pipe fitter positions at new fab facilities across the country. LNG exporting facility construction on the Gulf Coast requires massive pipe fitting workforces, and the general industrial construction boom driven by manufacturing reshoring is adding to a demand picture that was already severe before any of these projects broke ground. Here's what makes the pipe fitter shortage uniquely difficult to solve. Pipe fitting is not entry-level industrial work in the sense that you can just show up and be useful on day one. The skills take time to develop. The certifications, the ASME, welding qualifications, high purity piping certifications, take documented hours to earn. The shortage of experienced journeyman pipe fitters is structural, and it cannot be fixed quickly. Pay for journeyman pipe fitters runs $75K to $115K. The pipe fitters working on semiconducting fab and LNG projects are at the top of that range, and the overtime on major industrial projects pushes take-home significantly above the base wages. I know pipe fitters who cleared $140K in a single year on a major project, including overtime. The UA apprenticeship accepts people with no experience and pays from day one. All right, number 2. Hey, real quick, if you're watching this and thinking, okay, some of these are generally interesting but still need help figuring out which direction makes sense for me, check out Course Careers. They got an AI career counselor named Coura, and she will literally walk you through it. Coura helps you figure out if HVAC, plumbing, electrical, construction project managing, construction estimating, architectural drafting, or a supply chain coordinator fits your goals, your lifestyles, your personality. Then you can start the free intro course it recommends. No experience, no degree needed, and get a real feel for the day-to-day before you commit to anything. Students have used this to break into high-paying careers in as little as 4 to 12 weeks. Link is in the description and pinned in the comments below. Trust me, knowing which trade fits you before you go all in, that's the smartest move you can make. HVAC/R technician, commercial and industrial service specialist. Here's number 2, and I want to make the case specifically for why HVAC is this high on the list, because the HVAC/R technician shortage is not just severe, it is the most broadly distributed, severe skilled labor shortage in the entire trades world. Every city, every suburb, every rural market, every region of the country, the shortage is everywhere simultaneously, and it is getting worse every single year. Here are the numbers. The Air Conditioning Contractors of America, the ACCA, projects a shortage of over 100,000 HVAC technicians nationally right now. The BLS projects over 40,000 new HVAC job openings per year through 2032. And here's what those numbers don't capture: the quality shortage, not just the quantity shortage. Here's what I mean. There are entry-level HVAC workers available. What there are not enough of are experienced EPA 608 certified, NATE certified diagnostic capable commercial service technician. The technician who can walk into a hospital mechanical room at 2 a.m. with the chiller down and figure out what's wrong, that person is extraordinarily scarce. Those are the techs who are retiring, and the pipeline behind them is nowhere near full enough to replace them. Here's what that shortage means for the person entering that field right now. Employers are hiring faster, training more aggressively, promoting quicker, paying more at every level. I have personally hired people off the streets with nothing but an EPA 608 card and a serious attitude. Put them in a van, started training them day one because the alternative was turning away work. That is the market you're walking into if you enter HVAC right now. Pay for entry-level techs runs $42K to $62K. Within 3 to 5 years, you're at $70K to $95K. Senior commercial techs with chiller and BAS certifications are clearing $100 to $130K. And the business ownership path, HVAC service contracting, produces $200 to $500K for the operators who build it right. All right, number one, the trade facing the single most acute labor shortage in the country in 2026. Here it is. Hey, a quick break here. If you want to take a free intro course on how to land a job in the trades, click in the link in the description below, pinned in the comments. Number one, the closer, Lineman Electrical Transmission and Distribution Specialist. Okay, here's number one. The reason why Lineman topped this list is simple. The shortage here is severe enough that it is making national news. Not in the career advice world, in the mainstream press. Because when there aren't enough linemen, the lights go out, and they stay out longer. A lineman installs and maintains electrical transmission and distribution lines that move power from generating stations to homes and businesses. It is dangerous work, physically demanding work, and it is among the highest paid trade work in the country. Here's the shortage picture. The Edison Electrical Institute, the EEI, represents the U.S. electrical utility industry, and they have been sounding the alarm on the lineman shortage for years. Current estimates put the shortage at 10,000 to 15,000 linemen nationally. The number is going up, not down, as the grid modernization build-out, the EV charging infrastructures, expansion, and the renewable energy transmission build-outs are requiring more lineman hours simultaneously, and the retirement wave and the utility lineman workforce is accelerating. Here's what makes the lineman shortage particularly acute. You cannot fix it quickly. A journeyman lineman takes 4 to 5 years of apprenticeship to develop. There are no shortcuts. The work is too dangerous, and the consequences of error too severe to rush the training. Every journeyman lineman working today represents 4 to 5 years of investment, and the industry is not making that investment fast enough. Pay for journeyman linemen run $90K to $120K on base wages. With overtime and linemen respond to outages around the clock, $130 to $180K is common. Foremen and crew supervisors are clearing $150 to $220K. The IBEW apprenticeship accepts people with no experience. A high school diploma and a driver's license is the baseline entry requirement. In many markets right now, utilities and line contractors are actively recruiting because they are generally desperate. Here's the entry picture I want you to really hear. The lineman shortage is so severe that utilities and contractors are not just accepting applications, they're going out and finding people. Career fairs, high school outreach, social media recruiting. They need warm bodies with the right attitude who are willing to learn. That's the market you're walking into. High school diploma, a driver's license, a serious attitude. That is what it takes to get started in one of the highest paid and most in-demand trade careers in the country right now. Look, a labor shortage is an opportunity for the person willing to step up. Sheet metal workers, Boilermakers, pipe fitters, HVAC technicians, linemen, 5 trades, 5 severe shortages, 5 open doors for the person ready to walk through them. Hit subscribe so you don't miss on the next one. Drop a comment. Which one are you most seriously considering? I read every single one. Catch you in the next video. Peace out.
If you need to learn the trades, go to Jack of all trades.